Alright, y'all. Let's just go ahead and jump into it as soon as OBS catches up with us here. Any second, OBS. You can do it. There we go. Awesome. Oh, hello, everybody, and welcome back to How Not to LCnP. Last time we were talking about our Venus stuff, and so I've built something out more fully fledged than what I had last time, which was basically just like avionics and some solar panels. Wookie, oh, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome. Um, if I sound like crap, it's because I feel like crap. So, expect a lot of that today. Sorry, I've been battling the head cold from Doom. Currently at the apartment, sitting in a Coleman chair. So you have there's a mattress on the floor. Hey, man, I have definitely been there. Lucy, 32 months. Wow. Hey Lucy, good to see you. Welcome. Inflatable mattress. That is. Oh man, yeah. I've definitely been there. Sunday night, rather be nowhere else. Oh, thanks, Killer Kriegsman. Good to see you. Welcome everyone. All right. So glad to see all of you. Oh man. All right. So, yeah. Sound crunchy. I do sound crunchy. More like the actual audio sounding a little robotic than you being sick. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Great. Good time for my microphone to experience some kind of failure. I'm going to gain it down just a smidgen. Maybe that's a little bit better. I don't know. Yay, reverb. Oh, good. No? I got that muted. Oh, good. Kick the desktop gain down a bunch, too. This weird distorted sound they use in the Star Wars movie? It sounds like that. Oh, God, that's interesting. Alright, let me check some connectors here. I will say it is very cold in my office, because it is not privy to things like HVAC. It's doing digital artifacty things. Oh, that's awesome. Launch a rocket. It'll warm right up. Yeah, I'm hoping so. Alright. I'm hoping the cold wasn't really what's going on here, more the fact that I've just been unplugging lots of things. Let me wash dishes. Be here for audio only. I'm glad I could make the audio absolutely horrendous for you. What a day to be audio only. Okay, so I assume... Is it all the audio? Like the game audio, or just my lovely voice? Oh, Discord notifications. Y'all need to go away. I don't need that beeping. Waves the flag for stream to carry on. Don't know about game audio. Okay, just me. Yeah, let me gain this. I'm going to gain my mic down a little bit. I know that's not really going to fix the problem, but I... Yeah, let me adjust the filter just a bit. Let's see if that helps, I guess. Close. Okay, we're just going to have to go. I don't know if my microphone is starting to fail or what it is, but unplug mic, plug back in. Any luck? Are we better now? No. Dang it. Alright, let me unplug the other place where it plugs in. Oh, there's two other places. May have caused cascading failure. That's all I got for you. Don't just say, now there are two of them. That sounds better. Okay, so it was the plug at the back. Excellent. I'm glad we're up and running now, somewhat. Yep. Never doubt the power of unplugging it and plugging it back in. And thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Killer Creeks. Don't say. Yep, you're right. I will not. The old plug it back in. Yep. If in doubt, remove and then reinsert. Phrasing. Right. So I built out a thing for our Venus, hopefully orbital. I upgraded avionics and gave up what looks to be about 70 meters per second, but this thing is massively overbuilt for the job. It had a mighty moment of existential panic last night. Uh-oh. That sounds fun. So I think we need to... Giggity. Don't we all? Toby, thank you so much for this 14 months. On a nice roll there. Alright, let's toggle this closed. Let's give this a quick save and a quick sim. We don't have money for all the tooling, of course, so our cost is going to go way up and it's going to take 83 days to build. But we have 130 some odd days until our window, and hopefully the more tooling we get, the better off it'll be. Here's looking up permitting requirements for the house repairs. Misunderstood to say you're only allowed DIY permitted repairs if you sign an affidavit that you will continue living there as your primary residence for the next 12 months post-complete. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So it doesn't actually say that you have to actually live there. Turns out it only applies for projects costing over 30,000. Oh, okay. Cool, buddy. Whoa, yeah. Oh, ouchie, ouch. Let's go to a 180 at... Now we're going to target with the moon and go from there. And don't let me forget to adjust my staging. Set as target. Fairings, you can go way up here. Plane of target, engage autopilot. Here we go. Oh, building loopholes joy, dude, right? Wow. Good hour there. You thought it meant any permit requiring work. Yeah, that would... Oh, gosh, terrifying. Build a 3-car garage in the backyard by yourself. Then, yeah, you have to stay there for the next year. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say that seems reasonable. But, I don't know. If you build a 3-car garage for yourself out in the backyard, like, why the hell are you moving within a year? I mean, I guess... There would be some exigent circumstances there that might cause that. But generally, anybody willing to do that kind of work probably isn't moving for a while. Currently in construction jobs. It seems to fit today. Yeah, permitting. Oh, the joys of permitting. In our previous residence, when we were moving in, it didn't have a fence in the backyard, and the city in which we were living, which I don't know, like the suburb or whatever, any fence construction at all had to have approval from the city council, and forms had to be submitted, and like their approval process was like 6 months if things went well. They were like, I'm not going to leash my dogs for 6 months so that y'all can tell me that I can put up the 2 tiny lengths of fence, because both of our neighbors had fences on either side of us, right? And the neighbor behind us had a fence. So we really just needed like a grand total of 15 feet of fence, you know, like 8 feet on one side and 10 feet on another side to like just connect to our neighbors' fences. And of course we talked to the neighbors and they were okay with it, and we're like, yeah, we're not going to wait 6 months for the city council to tell us that we can do something, and then we have to hire a city council approved, permitted you know, like person to install it. Like, we were not allowed to do it ourselves at all, unless we, you know, applied for, I don't know, approval with the board. And so we just erected a fence, all pirate-like. Did it ourselves, because F you, city council. Needing an angle grinder to cut steel rebar from concrete. Wow. Yeah. I mean, like, some permitting I can understand to an extent. But, like, for what we were trying to do, I'm like, yeah, nah, dude. And, really, we could have been fined or ticketed or something a lot. But they, you know, never sent an inspector by and no one cared. And we just pulled it down before we sold the house. And bada bing, bada boom, it went right back up after we sold it. What you need to do is under the house, out of sight anyways. Nice. The area even requires you to get a permit to replace a hot water heater almost all of the time. Yeah, I'm going to say, when we had our hot water heater replaced here in our new place, we had to pull a permit. And we're not nearly in a township that was as draconian as the last one we were in as far as permitting, apparently. Stuff like that, they just call in and be like, hey, I need a permit to do this. Here's my business license, whatever. I don't know. If it were an electric unit, I probably would have tried to do it myself, but it was gas, and I'm not effing with explosive fumes, so I'll let a pro handle that. Rams for ladders and working from height. Are all sorts of fun. I don't do ladders or heights. I'll clean the gutters, and that's about as high off the ground as I care to be. God kept me low to the ground for a reason. Starting with gas isn't even the gas, it's the carbon monoxide. Yeah, like the exhausting. If you don't get the exhaust stuff done, yeah. At least you could smell a gas leak. True that. I'll say I have like 3 of those battery-powered carbon monoxide detectors, and one of them sits right near the exhaust flume on the water heater. Patunk. There go our externals, our boosters, clearing away. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, it's a simulation. We expect everything to go swimmingly. Never gone off? Nope. Well, not in this house. I would say in 2 houses ago. Our rental house that we moved into right after we got married. Which is the first place I lived when I started the 1.3 series. It was... It was the dead ass of winter. It was real cold outside. We had a single car garage, and I was working on my E46. And I wanted to start it just for a minute or two to make sure everything was going. Yeah. Sticky behind your car's running exhaust? No, not greatly. Anyway, yeah, let me tell my story, Wook. Hold on. I was up a 12-foot ladder with a 6-pound lump hammer. Oh! Bash together. Oh, okay. I thought that bashing sentence was going to go someplace completely different, Killer Creeks. Together hoarding. What is hoarding? Anyway, yeah, I was fixing something on my E46 in the garage, and access to the basement was only through the garage. It was an attached garage, single car. I started the car up and ran it for maybe 5 minutes, if that, not even. Like, just long enough for me to, like, check for leaks and make sure everything was being pressurized, was getting pressurized properly. And then shut the car off, satisfied with my work, buttoned it back up and went inside. And not, like, maybe 10 minutes later, I hear the carbon monoxide detector in the basement going off. And so, of course, we freak out and we go outside. We call the fire department and have them come check it. And they run the, like, leak detector thing around. We're like, no, there's definitely carbon monoxide in your basement, but we can't find any leaks. Like, yeah, Dracul! Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. How's it going, everyone? Just telling the small story about the time I set off the carbon monoxide detectors in my basement by running my car in the garage for a few minutes. And, made my wife super angry with me because we had to stand outside with a dog and a cat for, I don't know, an hour or so. Yeah, it was a solid move on my part. It's scary because your supervisor kept walking away and looking at his phone. Oh god. That was pre-baby, yes. That was very, very pre-baby. Thankfully, I probably would have never been allowed to touch tools or cars again had that been post-baby, and we had to stand outside in, like, sub-zero temperatures for an hour while the fire department told us there were no leaks and don't be a dumbass, whilst holding a small child. That would have never gone... That would have gone real badly. Yeah, how's it going, Mickey? Some people just don't have the attention span to foot a ladder. That would be also me. Bradley Winston's the last 3 uploads are 2 years ago, 1 day ago, and 2 hours ago. What the hell? He's back. Interesting. Oh, Bradley Winston's is back. That does make me kind of happy. Alright. Main engine cutoff, ullage motors, SEP, good ignition, beauty ring clearing away. Fantastic. Hot water again, thank God. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. Like a week? Oh man, that is horrible. I guess it's considerably warmer there than it is here. Because today our high was 6 degrees in freedom units. Like 40s. It just, yeah, but still, not having hot water, terrible. No one should have to bathe in cold anything, ever. That's the perks of being in a first world country. Not having to bathe in cold water. Exploit his refusal to accept his rocket designs, but now in KSP2. At the moment, some almost stock KSP again. Oh man, except Outer Planets and Galaxies Unbound. Is KSP1 or KSP2 undercooled? It's at my friend's house to avoid cold showers. I don't blame you. I'm not a plumber, so I can't help. KSP1? Oh wow. I'll say, I personally, now that I've done RSS, I can't go back to stock. It just, I don't know. It feels... Kerbalism is life support. Oh, okay. Fair enough. That's a good difficulty adder. I don't know, just something about RSS has its teeth in me. Go. Company coming over soon. Right on, Lucy. Thanks for popping in. Always a pleasure to see you. Thanks for helping me sort out my mic stuff. My microphones. Say, oh man, my another random story. Have a good stream. I will do my best. It's very cold in here, but now that we're flying a rocket, it's starting to warm up a little. And bump. Yep, Hasselhoff's teeth kind of dug into our external there, but separation still went cleanly. Nothing exploded. We're gonna stick with it. Yeah, it looks like we'll make it to orbit with plenty of margin. We got, dang near 4 kilometers per second in our transfer stage. 1 second. Sorry, small coughing fit. I'm still battling the head cold from hell, so go easy on me, y'all. Long weekends are great, except when you have a pending transaction you really want to be sure cleared. Yeah, like, come on, bank, get with the program. And now we can hear it crystal clear. Excellent. Yes, yes, yes. It's my sick noises. Ugh. I mean, yesterday was definitely worse than today, and Friday was just absolutely not very great for me. Today I actually feel somewhat human, which is nice, I suppose. I mean, it's like, it's okay until I try to do something, and then I get real tired and need lots and lots and lots of sleep. Alright, so we're not going to do our transfer. We're just going to make sure everything can deploy here without too much issue. So I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, yeah, those are the externals. That worked well. Oh my. Uh-oh. Please, please, please don't bang into the thing and break the solar panels, because I need to test that. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Okay, we'll just... Yeah, that's... We'll just time warp away from everything for a little while. Next week's paycheck should be better, though. Fingers crossed. Here's hoping. Alright, angle to prograde, please. So basically, when they cut the loan payoff checks during the refi, they padded one of them by 5 days, but they forgot to pad the other one, so you had to cover a few days' worth of accrued interest to complete the payoff. What the fuck? Wow. Oofed. 9-hour shifts for 5 days, not too bad. Too bad. Get that overtime, yo. Proton launch vehicle for your moonlander today was hell at staging. Lots of, I don't know, dings and scrapes. I just want to get this settled in so we can get this separated and I can get everything deployed. Make sure our RCS is going to function as promised. Let's unlock avionics. That might help us a little bit. No, not you. There we go. Probe core. Activate. Avionics unlocked. Okay, good. Let's see if we can deploy this stuff and what kind of lead we're going to get on our solar panels in the meantime. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop. There we go. Oh, I'm now streaming, am I? Stream elements? Oh, good. I guess that means the stream got cut in half again. Thank you, stream elements. I really appreciate that. Sun and up. Execute. Let's see what kind of control authority we have on this stuff. Well, looking alright. I just want to see what kind of exposure we're getting on the panels. The panels are way overbuilt for the size and scope at which we need them to be, so I'm hoping that we'll have plenty of leeway in that regard. That even though they'll be partially obstructed by our capture stage, that they'll still be able to do their job. So we'll just continue to monitor this and see how the hell the numbers come back. Hell of a time resolving that spin. That's interesting. It's very interesting indeed. I wonder why it seems to have such a struggle with, I don't know, you'd think 6 tiny little thrusters would give you enough authority, but apparently not. Part you had to cover is like 0.2% of the payoff. Yeah, but I mean, still, the fact that they just couldn't date it right, and you had to cover that 0.2% is still kind of, I don't know. Like, I have this problem where I let myself get nickel and dimed into being broke. I'm just like, oh, it's only $10, it's only $15, it's only $20, it's only $8, and I just do that over and over and over again until before I know it, I'm like, oh, I thought I had $300, but I don't because I spent it in like $15 increments forever. Padding the check would mean less money in the check they cut me. Ah, fair enough. So either way, the money came from the same place. Okay, gotcha. Makes sense, I guess. This thing is really... Oh, it's because none of these thrusters have roll authority. So we just kind of have to bite the bullet on the roll control, don't we? And that's what's giving us a lot of problems dealing with these oscillations. But hey, looks like we can get them 100% in the sun. Excellent. Slight oversight. Okay. Yeah. Very slight oversight, and maybe I should just, yeah. Just change out one of these sets of thrusters to one that's got some roll control of solar panels that actually extend with them. Not to my knowledge. As far as I know, attachment points don't move with animations, as far as I could tell. But I'm pretty happy with all of this, except for the thrusters. All the avionics check out. We got to orbit without problem, and I think we got enough for the transfer, so, you know, that's a good thing. Your DV issues are most likely down to static solar panels that mass less than 2 kilograms. Really? That's interesting. Scott did a full DJ set in the Asteroids pre-party last night. Oh man, tell me there's some footage or something of that. I would really like to see that. Let's open these up. Alright, so, yeah, overwrite. That's fine. Saw a gift from it. Oh, cool. Alright, so real quick, while we're addressing that issue, let me drop this down so I can tuck that out of the way. Yeah, 1.25 tons. I thought we had a discrepancy on this one when I was looking at it earlier, but I guess not. There are no static solar panels on this. So that would, but we are above 1 ton. Judy is looking at you in a very annoyed, looking at you in a very annoyed tone of voice. I love it. Like, come on, bro. Bro, what are you doing, man? Why aren't you chasing me around the bedroom? Mr. Mark, how's it going? Huzzah. Huzzah indeed. Oh, because we don't have engines on this, it's not going to tell us our delta V. That's right. 1.25, 1.25. So I guess we're going to have to look into that static solar panel thing. Just did the math. $800 plus. Not bad. Not bad indeed. Nice. Enjoys the traction she gets from the carpets. I mean, yeah. Don't we all? Alright, let's switch to 2 and switch to, what, 30, I guess? No. Oh, I can't do that in 2-pair unless I... Yeah, I have to basically put it up here on the rail. Click 2 there. Toggle it out and do no. 2 there. Sweet. Yeah, thanks for dropping in. Good night, Mark. It's great for the zoomies. 1 week. Damn, that's 1 week. Yeah, nice, man. That's awesome. Grab another set and plop it here. E2, pow, and we're going to switch this to a 3-way. Huh, yeah, you know what? Maybe I will let it have at least some reverse thrust on 2 sides, and that gives us roll control and spinny bits. That should work, eh? Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, let's get them all down even with the... Oh, come on. Really, bro? That's what we're going to do today? Plop. Dink, dink, dink. Okay. Boom, boom. Just make sure that they're on even keel, because, yeah, he's going to want to jump in one, and we're going to pull him out one, and that should be all of them. We just got to... Did you get Lady Crasher's permission to switch? Bad Wookie, no! Bad Wookie, no. Alright, as soon as we get all these tucked in and placed somewhat evenly, we will go about our day. Is that, yeah, that's 3 sets of 2. Alright, I'll take it. We only went up by a little bit of mass. That's fine. We are overbuilt as all hell. And actually, I think our avionics allow for, what, 1.25 ton? 1.22, but we could go further. I upgraded the avionics to improved. Haven't tooled them yet. We got lots of spare room, but I don't want to resize it because it screws up all of my build stuff. So maybe we just up this to 1.25 and thicken our walls out here a little bit. I'd like to see right around 2 grand. Oh, no, that's our limit. So back it off just a smidge. Do I need to readjust them? Nah, looks like we're okay here. I'll leave it at that. Save. Let's reattach the rest of the booster. Clack. Oh god, staging. Staging is going to murder me, isn't it? Yeah, that's probably enough gap for the Kraken, right? I think we're good there. Let's play with staging. Ding, 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 ding. Yep, boom. 2, 2, 2, and 2. Okay, staging looks good, except for fairings. Need to be up here. Save. Let's close these up. Close it. Save, and we're gonna have to wait to do tooling because I don't have any money. Save edits. Not enough funds. Fuck you. Alright, cancel edits. Fine. But at least we saved it as the Venus Orbiter Mark 1. We'll change it to Venus Orbiter Mark 2 just to make sure we get a clear something, its own save file, just to make sure nothing gets accidentally overwritten. We'll bounce out and wait until we have the money. Tooling would help too. Join the stream immediately. Huge sigh, followed by yeah. How's it going, Ampersand? Welcome. July 17th, 65. It's currently July 4th or July 1st. Sorry, so that nets us about 20 grand. Sweet. And hey, we got some. Man, we have 266 science to spend. Another 4. Oh man, does that mean our contract got completed? LC efficiency increase, improved technology. We launch complexes is now 65%. The following complexes had an efficiency raised to that level. Sweet. We haven't even built anything on that, and they get a bump. Playing D&D one shot tonight. You get to play a dwarf with what amounts to a cruise missile crossbow. Oh, that's awesome. Wreak havoc. All right, let's see if we can edit this now that we have money, or at least buy some dueling for it. I'd like to get a launch off the ground at some point today, so maybe we can make that happen. I don't know. I think Venus Window is our next thing coming up. We're just kind of sitting around biding our time, waiting for our lunar program to wrap up, and then we'll need to decide what we're doing from there. But I think once the capsule research is done, we can start building out our Gemini stuff. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, looks like Lady Crash and the kiddo are home. I can hear the dog going crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but no. S's come after O's. Venus Orbiter Mark 2. Sweet. Load. Oh man, how much is a tooling gonna cost? 3 arms and 4 legs. Can we tool all? Yes, we can. Spending, oh yeah, we got lots of credit. Well, alright, tooling is done. Can we hit save edits? We can! Yay! Sweet MLK Day. Snow and having a weird schedule. Potentially going to have your first weekend of the school term being 5 days long. Dude, nice. Just harvest a single kidney from each ground crew member. They won't need them. It'll be fine. All right. We're going to go ahead and edit this one. Well, maybe we'll leave that one alone for the time being. What's our daily? Plus 12? All right. Check our admin building. Make sure I didn't miss the radio in on that. Nope, not quite, but we still got a bunch of funding we want to collect from that one, so we're going to write it out for at least the next year. Oh man, we're halfway through year 2 on the advanced crude orbit, and we've done exactly nothing with it. That's fantastic. I'd like to get... We're going to start building on that real soon, because I think we've got... oh hey, yeah, we just unlocked a bunch of stuff. We don't have the research credit to do anything with it, but let's just take a quick look. Remember, you only need 1 kidney, 1 lung, and 1 eye. Anybody tells you differently is... No, we don't have 2nd gen capsules yet. What did we just unlock? Capsules era material science. Don't need the decoupler, don't need the external fuel duct. We got the engineer upgrade and MLI wrapping. We don't have the money for it, but man, soon. Service mod and conventional tank upgrades. Ooh, lighter service modules and MLI. I know, right? I cannot wait. All right, 115 days until our Venus window. Luckily, at least our flyby mission will be ready to go. I did put a note in here for our Mars window. That's more than a year away. That's next December. And hopefully all of our stuff will be ready to go by then. So that takes us to, what, August 3rd? Yeah, that's a month. And 23 grand, of which we will... MLI lets you essentially treat locks as storable. That might be with more layers. Yeah, I think one layer definitely mitigates a bunch of it, but I'm taking care of locks to Venus before, as have I. Just I think it was when we had, I want to say 75 layer MLI. I don't know. I just went for broke on it. Why have we not completed our Lunar Mapper contract yet? Where's Lunar Mapper? Okay, it's still mapping stuff. 90% from low space. God, tell me we're going to have to adjust its telemetry here. Oh, hey, we didn't get the check mark on that one. That's interesting. I wonder if we should go check on this little guy for a little while and make sure everything's going okay. It could just be that we're not in low orbit above these biomes, and well, it'll take more than a month to do it. Yeah, the ones that are at 0 still after all this time. Oh, wait. Collect video imaging 2 science from low space around the moon and complete 90% in each of 4 biomes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 100% in 5 of them. We should have cleared that contract. I guess we need to jump out to the vessel and let it ring it in for us, I guess. We'll see what happens. I don't know. It's a possibility, right? No, you gotta click directly on the moon. Where are you? Moonshot 9, Lunacom early, moonshots. It's gonna be one of these. It's in a near polar, right? No. You maybe? Lunarcom's mid and Lunar Mapper. Yeah, it's gotta be Lunar Mapper. Oh wait, what's that one? Watch it be not this Lunar Mapper, but the other Lunar Mapper. Fly me to the moon, kids kicking ass, show it what I learned my moon jitsu class. Nope, this is the correct Lunar Mapper. Yay, running, and that one is waiting. You need to re-angle into the sun if you would please. God, please don't kick yourself into a big spin because you don't have any delta V anymore. So Simhav, how have we figured out that it's the static solar panels massing less than, what was it, 12 kilograms that are the actual cause of the issue? I'm very curious. Alright, ding ding ding. Yeah, okay, and at least, 60% video imaging to science from low space around the moon, and 90% in each of the 4 biomes. Huh. Okay. Alright. While this is time warping, let me right click on this and copy current address, paste it over here into a different window so that I don't lose it. Oh geez, really? No. Oh yeah. There we go. Or I could just fucking click on it like an asshole. Okay. So really we're just gonna have to let this take a bunch more. That's a lot of info. Mm-hmm. I'll stash it. Oh, I got it. Thank you. I brought it up in an open window. All right, so I'm basically the average needs to be 60% across all of them, right? The average, or do these 100% make up for the fact that we're not touching Mare Nectarosus, the South Pole, or any of these other things that I'm not gonna even try to pronunciate? I guess we just have to keep letting this do its thing, right? And Moon Lowlands, yeah, we're clocking lots of lowlands. And North Pole. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, we got plenty of North Pole. None South Pole, though. Man, it really feels like we come in way lower than we actually do. Hey. It's interesting how we don't cross the South Pole. Oh, we do cross some of the South Pole. I guess, oh, maybe we just didn't have comms when we were crossing the South Pole, so that's why we're not getting some of this radio in, or are we just too high to get low? Oh, yeah, we're too high to get low space. The only place we're going to get any low space stuff is kind of this quadrant of the northern hemisphere. So that's why we're not getting a lot of these biomes, and won't for months as the moon. So this might require a second launch of this vehicle to clear it up, and maybe come into a polar orbit, offset 90 degrees. Almost 12 a.m. Time for bed. Right on Cool. Thank you so much for the raid and for stopping in and saying hello. Always nice to see you. Seeing a moonbound spacecraft. F in chat for Peregrine 1's fuel tank. Yeah. Even the pros have issues sometimes. Well, it does make me feel a little bit better, Wookie. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So I have not read nearly enough about this contract, but we're gonna have to let it ride, and we're probably gonna have to jump back to the Space Center and maybe queue up another one of these. I mean, you'll get other biomes in different longitudes, but not different latitudes as the month goes on. Indeed. If we want to do it quickly, we should, or more quickly, I should say, we should launch another one of those and try to have its insertion orbit offset 90 degrees from the other one, and maybe put its, I don't know, more circular. I think the best thing for us to do would probably be build one from scratch and adjust the solar panels so that we can avoid this bug. So let's go load that up real quick, make a couple of quick changes, and get it queued up. I was going to say, at least in KSP, we don't have fuel tanks decide to leak for no reason. Then I remembered my bizarre V losses. Close around South Pole, really. Yeah, maybe we'll try to do a southern hemisphere. Like, we'll try to come in under the underside of the moon. And you think about it, like, crackening is real representation of fuel leaks. I mean, you're not wrong. It's just a little too predictable for my taste. What was it? Did we call it on an S52? Let's check the S parts. S54 lunar mapper. There it is. Load. Clocking them from each other, really? Clocking them from each other, does it matter? I'm tiny bit confused. Well, I mean, yeah, eventually it'll cover those other biomes based on the moon's orbit, but if we offset it 90 degrees, we can get coverage on those now as opposed to later, which I think would be handy. But alright, how to do solar panels on this that doesn't look stupid. Lock to 45, go to 4. Another thing you're thinking is concerning controllable tonnage limits in RO, even though the IRL size mass of avionics doesn't scale up with the rocket size mass. See, it's the additional mass. The FTS ammo? Maybe that's the avionics and RO. Must be heavier when the rockets went heavier. Ah, okay, more C4. Gotcha. Flight termination. Flight termination system, FTS. Got it. Now I understand. Yeah, I think we're going to go with these, and we can scooch them in and up a beat. We're also going to switch them around so that we can have sun facing up, boop, boop, like so that when we extend them, they platter out and up. Excellent. Other than the obvious answer, it's just gameplay mechanic. Don't think about it too much. I know. Like, when it makes it more difficult, it's just a gameplay mechanic. When otherwise, like, but that's realism. And we're like, yes, understood. Whichever is fine with me. Thank you, Wookie. Alright, and so Scoochums, and we'll just have to put a quick little bit of truss work on this to make it not quite so stupid, and obviously we're going to have to extend our fairings out. How in can we tuck these without them banging into one another? Not bad, not bad. Alright, sorry y'all, I will try to do this as quickly as possible. Oh, some dummy has used the top node for the antenna. These might maybe be fuel tanks, sorry. But they ain't gonna be, so then there's that. Alright, bottom diameter, let's tuck this in quite a bit. There's an inner ring there I can play with, right? Yeah. And I don't know, 6? No, let's just do 4, right? I mean, yeah, the height's not quite right, but we'll figure that out here in just a second. Let's get the top ring built on. Plop, plop. Hollow cylinder length. Probably leave it at 100 to match the something or others on the doodads with the thingy and the stuff. Am I right? Alright, and so now we can reattach these guys at 45 so that they don't interfere with our thrusters to the ring itself. Let's go 475 because I like things that are easily divisible. Judy is protesting clearly unacceptable behavior by sitting in a chair. Oh, poor Judy. Oh wait, no, this is not going to work because these are not actually in contact with anything yet. So quick scooch. There we go. Now we've got to expand this outer again. Doop, 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 doop. Yep, 635. All right. Take that to 600, and now we got to make the rods match. Top D to 600-ish. That looks so weird with the thingies sticking out of the back. I don't like that. Sorry, now y'all get to see why I spend way too much time working on these dumb things. And I promise you I will try to do be a little less anal retentive about it today so that we can carry on with our lives. Is it poking through on the bottom? No, not quite. Alright, sweet. And then we just drop the length down to match. We'll go 360 and then make sure we reinstall the antenna. No. Plop, there you go, and set you back down on the floor, not through the floor, but on it. Excellent. Alright, now we gotta check our avionics, right? Also, Thursday, one of the dog park friends got dog loose, so they're at work. Oh no. Oh, did it go to the dog park? We all know that's what typically is going to happen, right? Alright, so current tonnage is, yeah, this says vessel mass 610. This says our start mass is 602. So we're still like 8/10 off. Someone took him there. Oh, no, he went to the pound. Someone took him there. Okay. Oh, poor guy. What's our, yeah, 0.6. So let's take this up to 6.611 and hit close. I don't really feel like upgrading the avionics, but yeah, it looks like our numbers are what SimAv's take, if anything. SimAv has reported that maybe it has something to do with the static solar panels massing less than such and such a number, which, oh, by the way, I did not even check the solar panels on these. Oh, you're facing the wrong way again. Let's check optimal. Yeah, perpetual. 180 some odd watts in Earth orbit. Need to just bloop bloop because I would like them to face this way, please. It's such a weird issue. I know. It's just, it's wonky, that's all. Zoners at work, so we wouldn't have to spend the night there, which would be expensive. Oh, that's very nice of you. 25 for same day recovery, more for an overnight. No, that was super awesome of you. Look. So we know we're not going to get 933 meters per second out of this, but at this point I'm not sure I actually care to stop it. Because we can just cheat it, because this discrepancy is weird. If it wasn't entirely due to the static solar panel, I have no idea what it could be related to. He didn't like your shifting. He tried to crawl in your lap. Oh no. I mean, super cute when puppers do that, but like, super dangerous. Like, dude, I know you don't understand the concept of what an airbag is, but you need to get the hell out of here because it will smash you. Left her at home. Yep. I mean, fair enough. Good call there, honestly. Alright, save. Let's fold these back in. Get this re-fairinged, which we're going to have to extend the fairing, so let's drop that down to 1, and yep, fairing's got to grow a little bit bigger. We'll give him an extra meter, because we got, oh god, an extra meter is probably a bit excessive. Dial it in just a little bit there, buddy. Okay. Could be anything below 2 kilograms. Really? That's very interesting. 2 kilograms, such an, like, I don't know, every single part on the probe is below 2 kilograms, except for some of the fuel tanks. So something to do with the tiny proc structures. Yeah, every time I pulled off some of the tiny procedural structure parts, like the difference shrunk. The difference between the start mass here and the vessel mass here went down by a little bit every time I pulled off some of those structural pieces. So overly lightweight procedural parts are just going to be janky. That sucks. Agreed. It sucks, but it might just be what we have to deal with for a little while, so it is what it is. Alright, tooling. I bet you we've got some stuff to tool. Yep. Purchase all tooling, thank you very much, and let's add you to the build list. Boom. Lunar Mapper added to the integration list. We're going to bump this up to the number 2 slot. Came inside to see her, you got back, so she understand that you didn't abandon her. Crater took her leash. You go on your leash without me? No! I know, it doesn't make any sense to poor Pupper. It really just does not. Bump this up to number 2. And I guess we just warp until our build stuff is done, eh? I'll be done 8/12, which is in 7 days? Wow, okay. I like that. And yeah, one of our Venus flybys is ready to go. We should probably pick up that contract for Venus flyby. Oh, wait a minute. I already did. I took Venus flyby and orbit. Good for me. Any other available contracts? Is there another one for Lunar Mapper? Lunar landing, first rendezvous, maneuver. Nope. Nothing we can really do right now, so I guess we just warp to complete on these and start some rollouts at some point. That's in 51 days. Which, that ain't all that bad, really. God, I hope this thing doesn't fail. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe we should take a quick save here. Save game. Save. Yeah, there we go. Gonna make a lot of money on that, and I wonder if No, I should save it so that I can buy some stuff. Research, that's what I wanted to look into. 2nd gen capsules will be ready in 92 days, which is just after our launch window. So I've just got to save money because that Gemini capsule is going to be expensive as F. And then there's a bunch of tooling that we need to buy also expensive as F. So we're going to, I guess, just stockpile money. It's fun how much Venus is somehow simultaneously easy to get to, annoying to do anything related to, and very lucrative to study, indeed. Venus should be a priority target all the time. Infrared radiometry. Still no completion on that contract, which is annoying, to say the least. How long until that's done? 10/3, so not that long. Oh, actually, we can launch this lunar mission before we get to the Venus window. 37 days. That gives us plenty of time to clean up the pad and fix things. A fan of cavemaning and Mercury flyby and early money in science. You can get away with it less tech than Mars because it has a ton of available solar power. Ah, yes. It needs painful amount of performance indeed. I'm pretty sure we could pull off a Mercury flyby on our S-54 if we tried hard enough. Like, I think that could easily be a thing that we could do somehow. We should just switch Mars and Venus's positions. Just flip them around a little bit. It'll be fine. This will be fine. Yeah, it should be doable. Yeah, no problem. You talking about switching positions or us just doing a Mercury flyby? Because maybe that's what I'll try to build out over the course of this week, is Mercury flyby. Let me write that down so I don't forget, because my brain is clogged with snot. It's going to be an S62 and an S70 at some point. Depending on our upgrades, hey, could maybe. Trying to find an engine that displaces more than 3.2 liters that I like so that I can name engines or name rockets that are bigger than that one. Sort of pull off a 150 ton at this tech, but it's a lot less painful to do on a 350. I mean, we got a 200 tonner that'll do it for sure. Yeah. The VQ. You would say the VQ. you would, wouldn't you? It's a fun motor, don't get me wrong. I love it. And yeah, like that's what I was like, I guess. There's nowhere else to go with it, really. Alright. Let's launch our other lunar mapper, because why not? 2011 Ford Coyote 5.0. I mean, do we have a alphanumerical designation for that, or is it just the Coyote? Kind of bizarre rocket family gets to be named after Wankel engines. Very tiny ones. It's like 1.3 liters of triangular drop tank abomination, I guess. Yeah, hey, I actually have considered making a 6 booster variant of this, where we've got 3 clusters of 2 instead of 2 clusters of 2. And maybe that should get a wankle name, because it would just be silly, I guess. Even though the displacement rule kind of goes backwards at that point. Alright, and set as target. What's our targeting altitude? 250. Yeah, we can do that. Launch into plane and engage autopilot. Hopefully. Here's it, maybe. Alright, sorry about big cough there. It was like, man, considering our smallest rocket so far would be equivalent to a 1.6 displacement. I don't know, our sounder should have been named after the Wankles. Oh, the 1UZ. Ooh. Yeah, the LS400. Yeah, the 4-liter V8. Also in the SC400, which is the worst SC ever. So, no. Just because it's not the 2JZ. Phase Aviation, howdy, meowdy. Welcome. Alright, hey, I wasn't even paying attention because I'm so used to simulated launches. It's weird when we have an actual launch going, so cool. We're running now. Stage combustion rockets could be named after some of the crazy high RPM Japanese cars. I don't know, because I think the next one we build will probably use some form of stage combustion, but I don't know, I guess my naming metric here was to, rockets with bigger tonnage weight get named after engines of bigger displacement. Oh, Phase Aviation, thank you so much for the follow. And so, depending on what its, pad tonnage is, if it's a derivative of something we've got going, then it will be a derivative of the engine group that it's already named for. Like our BP4W went from BP4W to BPZE, which are iterations of the same thing, just like this one went from M50 to, we started at M52 to M54, and now S54. Oh, thank you, Phase Aviation. I spent a lot of time poking the dumb thing. And so if we make another iteration of this, it will be an iteration of the naming schematic for that BMW inline 6 engine. Or if we make a new rocket, like we did with the F2 and the F2T, I don't know, its engine displacement is less, because it's a 2.2 liter engine, whereas this was based off a 2.5 and then a 3 and now a 3.2 liter engine. Tragically sausageless, but tragically sausageless, but high-performing vehicle, indeed. So now that we got some room to clip, we can maybe figure out some sausage placement. Although I was really waiting to do the complete overhaul of this upper stage until we get the S54 on the transfer stage, and maybe we switch out our balloons for sausage. Tragically sausageless. No sausage, blasphemy! I know, Nova, I'm so sorry. The decals came in and they looked great, and then this La Sausage we're suddenly playing hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades? Always. The VG's got a lot of options. The VG30, the VG30 ET, yeah. Man, all for the twin cam. I'll say, but doesn't the VG starts at 3 liters, yeah? We almost have to go to the VQ, because then the lowest displacement is 3.5, but it doesn't have nearly as many derivatives. It may have existed smaller. Yeah. First one. Bundle of hot dogs. Indeed, indeed. Which, if a tank punctured with fuel in it, would act much like a hand grenade. And they were bound together in two stacks of, halfway around. So they looked like a horseshoe when they went. So quite by accident, Phase Aviation is so on point with that comment. It's kind of scary. It was a VG20. Huh. So maybe if I don't forget, we can go take a look at it, just to marvel at the sausage. Alright, booster SEP. Oh gosh, I forgot to redo the fairing SEP. That is a tragic oversight. Okay, well, boosters and fairings. VQ goes from 3 up to 3.7, so the VR is the GTR motor. From Ignore Heat. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Boring and less janky tordial drop tanks. Well, it was less janky until we slapped Hasselhoff on the side, and now his teeth mar the his teeth cut through the inner tank or the outer tank to the inner tank and somewhat dragged down the side. Here's then up here. Yeah, I'm hoping that we won't have any heat-related incidences. But good, they're not broken yet. We're going to, of course, leave them folded in until we need them. So, yeah, check yo staging. Failed me yet again. Twin 105 is always going to add a fair bit of jank too. Oh, yes, but we're not using the Twin 105s anymore. We're using Twin 405Hs. We have slightly upgraded the orbital insertion stage. It is now 2 X405s. If anything, we get more torque for gimbals. They do not play nicely with each other. Avoiding the warranty will not be any further issues due to off. Much jank reduction. Do I have the AJ10 mid? I mean, we have the tech. I have not unlocked it. I had no plans on using the AJ10s in this install. I'll say I was hoping that once we got some MLI wrapping and we could keep fluorine in the tanks, we'd use the G2. Thou hast forgotten the holy words of our Lord and Savior Scott Manley. Check your staging. Indeed, I have. Forgive me, Phase, for I have sinned. Does mean develop some kind of Space Tug-esque drop tank setup for AJ10 mid? Space Tug, you say? I could be convinced. But, G2, also infinite ignitions, if I remember correctly. All we gotta do is figure out how to keep fluorine inside the tank. Thou hast been absolved of thy sins. Well, of that one at least. We've got like 20 more to go just on this flight. Higher performing deep space, since you're trapped in either non-sorbable propulsion or HTP generics. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, 35 seconds to Miko, and then we'll see how well these 405s want to cooperate with us today. I'd rather see a failure on this flight than our Venus window, so G2 is also just kind of large, even for the big rockets. This is true. Might need a primary upper stage rather than a tug. Might need to be the primary upper stage rather than a tug's short stage. Okay. Interesting. Well, I could be convinced. I've not paid any money for either. The Toyota GR-V6 is a bunch of different displacements. Oh, ignition on the... Yep, we got solid light on both. Ullage ring is clear, and we are away. Haas stage will continue to push us the rest of the way to orbit, and we're going to have a big stack of Delta V excess. Too bad we can't use it for anything. I do like TAC life support. But honestly, I think Kerbalism just does it so much better. If you're going to do that sort of thing. And yeah, tax is super obsolete. It's a bunch of different displacements from 2.5 to 4 in the same family. Interesting. Well, it depends, Phase. Are you playing RSSRO or are you playing stockish? Or any mods not RSSRO? Oh no, we've got a failure on one of our 405s. The other one is gimbling in to compensate. I don't know how well it's going to be able to hold. We've seen this failure before, and it did not bode very well for us. And squeeze a smaller stage out of the G2, though. And there lies the problem with Vega. Yeah. Okay, as long as MechJeb doesn't go completely batshit on our pitch program, we might actually still make it to orbit. Throttle down a little on this engine? Nope. Not a throttleable engine. Jaguar AJ8. Oh, we haven't used any English engines. Really, we've just used German and Japanese. It's a 3-liter V6 and a 3.5 to 5-liter V8. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I didn't think so. So it's not oscillating on the pitch program nearly as much as it was the last time we saw this failure, which I guess the last time we saw this failure, it was right at stage sep. So this flight actually still stands a chance. Might need to switch to a different attitude controller. I'm scared to do so, but we still got plenty of margin on the board. So I'm going to let it roll, at least for the time being. Any chance for a reignite? None. These engines only have one ignition, and once it's gone, so... yeah, engine's just shot. Surprisingly good. Used to a failure of 1405, completely spinning the stage. Yeah, I angled them in towards the center of mass, so I think they're offset by about 5 degrees each, so we've got a 10-degree spread on both engines. Which is enough to get us not spinning like crazy, but... big thing, Kerbalism is the science collection system. I do rather enjoy it, although pitching below horizon seems super wonky. Why did you not stage? Okay. Hasselhoff has dug his teeth in too deep. Oh, girl. We don't have the... whoa! Was that me? That might have been me. Okay, now we're dragging a tank with us, and that's not good at all. Come on, wiggle it free, friend. Whoa, okay, buddy. Yeah, it'd be great if you could shake that off. Yeah, you're heading down, so I don't know why you're pointing downrange. Or less, and maybe you just can't. I'm trying to wrestle with it a little bit of my own here, but this is not boding well for us. Hasselhoff's teeth have just embedded themselves too deeply into our stage. We are milking away margin very slowly. This is great. Try rolling. Alright, yeah. It's, ooh. Yeah, roll results in a huge pitch. Well, I guess when... we can't roll because we only have one engine. Roll control reserved for things with 2 engines. It integrates well if you want to extend your save later with greenhouses and colonies. Oh, yeah, USI. No, pointing down, probably not the best option here, bro. Okay, doing that is not gonna work out for us either. Dude, what are you doing? I think we may have lost the plot on this one. Yeah, this is me trying to fight it. Guess you should probably put some RCS on this stage. There's 405 as a second ignition? Well, I guess maybe not this one, but some 405 definitely has a second ignition. Is that an upgrade? I guess, yeah. When it becomes a thing, then sure. Wow, that is some authority. It's restartable. All the configs are. Interesting. I really thought, I mean, this one doesn't have, this one's only been lit once, but our TETB is empty. Ignition's remaining 0. Hey, yeah, backwards is not, that's not what we're going to do today, friend. If you could stay above horizon while pointing somewhat remotely prograde, that'd be awesome. I don't care much else, just prograde. Yeah, we got to stop at stage 4 in effect, so it's not going to do much else, but I have a feeling not much good is going to come of this flight. I'm just going to sit here and try to balance it as best I can, despite whatever MechJeb is trying to do and fighting me. Maybe we can get somewhere closer to something, but we can't light that 0109 because it only has one ignition. And if this is going to go anywhere close to the moon, then, well, that's that, I suppose. We're still on a downward slope, I would... Oh, okay, and there's that. Disengage autopilot. What are we looking at here? How close to an orbit are we? Not very. Where's the moon? It wouldn't just so... No. Yeah, we'd have to do half a lap to get there. Alright, throttle to 0, stage it. RCS to arm, angle to prograde please. Ascent guidance, you can go away. Ascent guidance, you can go away. Thank you. Alright, sorry. Maybe an update, yeah. I think maybe, possibly. The sleeve tank isn't stuck on some hitbox. It should come off. Yeah, I think the Hasselhoff flag was just, of course this happens on a non-sim flight. Of course it does. That's how the luck always goes for me. Surprisingly reliable about not jamming if nothing intercepts them. Oh yeah, like the sleep tank has never had a problem until we stuck the Hasselhoff sticker on it, and then suddenly it just doesn't like anything we do. It has slid off mostly fine, but I have a feeling that the TWR of that stage with both 405s burning had something to do with helping, you know, scooch it along. They do have big boxes. Yeah, I need to try to move those onto the conformal decal stickers instead of just the flag mount. Tank fuel balance. That ancient? Man, it might be. Yep, we lost comm, so I can no longer try to throttle forward on RCS. And I guess we're just going to burn for broke and see what we can pull off on this. We're not going to get a lunar intercept anytime soon, but we might still be able to stay in space. Do janky things, get janky results. Fair enough. It's why we are the Kentucky windage of space programs. Alright, and go for throttle up. Good light on the 0109, and we're just going to go ahead and push for orbit. Push for some kind of lunar insertion altitude at some point, probably. Perhaps-ish. Switch this to kill rotation and adjust our heading. I can't adjust our heading. Not here. Not unless I go orbit. No. I don't want to deal with any of that. We'll just keep you on kill rotation. Just stay right here. Just do nothing. Go to town. Maybe we can stay in space and use some of this excess delta V in our reserves here to maybe get something accomplished on this at some point somewhere. There's our orbital camera change. Oh yeah, we should probably kick on our antenna. You extend. Boop, 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 boop. Keep monitoring these fuel tanks. I know we probably won't be at lunar altitude until well after we get rid of our externals here, so we'll give them a couple more minutes. Just a few, anyway. We got a minute 16 on that. Let's check our map. Yeah, I don't even know if our inclination is going to be any good. So we're this way going here, so we're going to come out over there-ish. Perhaps a maybe-int. Delta V is stored in the hydroformed metal spheres. Indeed. And they're balloons now. See? We even got the little tie-off on the bottom. Definitely need a declutter on that MAO. Nah, it's fine. Declutter on that map. Yeah, fair. I got some stuff here. We can just, make it disappear. There, that's better. 22 probes. Probably do need to go through and clean some stuff up, but we are coming up on external sphere separation. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Patunk. Neutering complete. Now we switch our view out here and we pay attention to our line and hope that we can shut down the engines at the correct time to get some kind of lunar intercept at some point, maybe in, I don't know, a month or two, perhaps. It's a good thing about having lots of margin. One overbuilt booster. What's our delta? Oh man, we're a degree off. That actually is going to be problematic at these distances. Alright. Engine shutdown. We might still get an intercept there, but I think we're going to have to make an adjustment out here at our descending node and hope for the best. Probably. Since we don't know whereabouts we're going to be or when we're going to get there, we're going to go ahead and stage off our transfer stage. Katunk. Maybe Onyx locked because we need to turn them on. And give it a little boonk. Just pull ourselves clear and away. Let's get these solar panels out and deployed. Boop, whip, boop, whip. Boop, whip. Boop, whip. And advanced. Sun. Down and execute, please. Go ahead and boot all the sciencey stuff, because, hey, why not? Might as well. Oh, jeez. Love it when Windows does... I'm glad y'all can't see it, but Windows brought up a right-click menu in front of me. Infrared radiometer, blah, 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 blah. Cosmic ray, everything looking good there. Cool. You're running? Right. Does we have anything internal here? Telemetry. Meh. We can man the oh, I forgot to check the balance. Dang it. Alright, so if we adjust this out like so, okay, we give it 2 meters per second, that puts us on plane. And then we'll just stick a maneuver node out here and see if we get an intercept at any given point after orbit, 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 orbit. Boom! There's one. What does that do for us, I wonder? Let's focus view and bring it in. Oh, hey, actually, that ain't too bad. If we, man, yeah, that is gonna be costly as all hell. It seems like. Wonder how much delta V that's gonna suck out of us. But we could just do a little bump on it pretty early. And that actually could do us plenty of good. I just want to know how much delta V we're looking at here. Oh, wow, 371 meters per second. So I'm going to have to spend some time sorting out how to do this a lot better earlier and whatnot. But real quick, I need to go visit the little cosmonaut's room, so I'll leave y'all with this gloriously pretty image as we make our way away from Earth. I'll be back in just 1 minute. All right, I'm back, y'all. Glad I didn't miss anything. All right. So nope, wrong button. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and make our telemetry change here in about 14 hours. Good, we've got solid comms now, and then we'll start plotting out where to make further adjustments to hit this moon. It should probably, yeah, if it's gonna be non-radial, probably at periapsis is gonna be better. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 hour. So let's eliminate this maneuver for the time being. Oh, come on, really? Right click. Oh, I can't. I was hoping I could combine it into this maneuver node. I wish there was a way I could zero this one out. Oh, hey! Yeah, say I have comms. I should be able to eliminate that. And so without doing anything at all, let's plot a maneuver node. All the cluster here around the map is kind of annoying. Here, periapsis, add maneuver. So we want to make sure that doesn't go suborbital. Oh, wait a minute. I meant to. Boonk, 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 boonk. There. And now we're going to change this maneuver node and see what kind of result we're going to get. If we slow this down, does that bring it further out? Nope, we speed it up, and that's good for us, I guess. Takes it up to 4.9 and gets us a pretty good encounter. Yeah, oh, I like what I see. Let's zoom in here. We want to come in across the South Pole, so we'll add a little bit more of that. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. Yeah, we want to come in pretty polar. We'll loosen it up just a smidge. Come on, give me a periapsis. Blink, there it is. We need to... Yeah, you know what? I'll take that. 15 meters per second. Much, much, much better. In 1 hour, 35 minutes, your batteries should be topped off and full. They are. Excellent. So execute next node, please. Oh, come on. What in the... What are you doing, bro? Why did you fire the engine? That was entirely uncalled for. Point to the maneuver node. Maybe I'll just do it myself. What the fuck was that? Man. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, come on. Really? You didn't figure... Did Simev ever explain why Mekchev fires the engine prematurely sometimes? No, not really, but I have a feeling it has something to do with when you turn off ascent guidance, but you have not completed orbit yet. But it didn't do it for our 0105 or our 0109 burn, so I'm pretty content with it, you know, haphazardly lighting up this engine sometimes, just because we've got infinite starts on it. Man. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Yeah, we're going to give it a, I don't know, 30 seconds of lead. I don't know how long this burn should actually take. A lot less than 30 seconds, it turns out. So we'll just, we'll wait a little bit. Yeah, we'll get it right at about 10-second mark. Pop. Whoop. Okay, yeah, good. Now the node is starting to wander away. We'll just hit kill rotation. Clean this up on RCS. Boom. Clear that node, and that node at 71 days for 0.00 meters per second, and we should have a resultant telemetry of this. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, allegedly. Oh wow, that node has moved way over there. I wonder if it is pre or post. It has to be pre-encounter. But either way, we've got a telltale node as long as our current periapsis with Earth is 236 kilometers. Perfect. Nice, man. 71 days, so I guess we need to set an alarm, because, yeah, then we'll swing around this way, we'll come back out, and we'll hit the moon. So let's set an alarm, make sure we don't miss that. Create alarm for manual? No, how about maneuver node? Check, maneuver 1. Yeah, give me about a minute, add alarm. And 71 days. Fantastic. For some reason, I thought you'd say pre or post Malone. Never once. So after our Venus window, our failed moon mission can maybe actually go mooning. You know, I'm okay with that. I think, nope, off, advanced, sundown, execute. As long as we keep this pointed in the sun, the solar panels don't fail, and we can spend 71 days gathering science in high and low Earth space. We kind of pulled this one off, although now we're 3.4 meters per second off target, because fuck me, I pressed the wrong forking button yet again. Oh man, holy shnikes, that's getting Real screwed up now. Yeah, it is what it is. Maybe we'll just go ahead and make the 7 meter per second adjustment just to dial it in. It'll be fine. We'll have ample time to adjust things should we need to adjust them. So this is pointing into the sun. We are charging our batteries. We'll go ahead and shut down the avionics. Actually, let's make sure it's nice and stable. Everything looking good there. Yeah, we'll just leave them on because no, we'll leave them off. Shut down avionics. Perfect. Well, hey you, what are you doing here? Did you come to say hi?
Yeah.
Yes, you did? Excellent. Did you have fun today?
Yeah.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. Like I said earlier, Kiddo and Lady Crash are back. Alright. Small. It is my small. You're small. Very small. You're tiny me. Yes. Alright, let's take a quick save. This mission's in a pretty good spot, so... Man. Oh. No tackling, Papa. Very funny indeed, is it? Mm-hmm. Indeed. Oh, no choking, Papa. Mm-hmm. That's a very interesting song you've created. Alright, 32 days till our Venus window. So that one's ready to go. We could start the rollout here, but we should probably wait. Reconditioning will take 3 days. Sweet. 2nd gen capsules will unlock soon. No more electric charge on M52TU Lunacom's mid. You know what? We should go ahead and turn some of these off while we're sitting here waiting for stuff that we don't really need to hear from. Like Lunacoms. You've got no more science to do. Lunacoms mid, you have no more science to do. Infree Bravo, you're already off. Oops, 3, are you still radioing in? No, I did not think so. Magchenko, you should be off. Okay, good. Lunar Mapper Probe, you can definitely get switched off. I'll keep updates on Lunar Mapper and Lunar Mapper Moon. Don't need updates from you necessarily. Nest Probe, you should definitely get turned off. And the Nest mission also probably don't really need that. Oops, 3, you're off, right? Yeah, everything else should be off, so we should be good to go on that. Man, I'm very torn right now. It's very cold in here, and I'm very tired and still not feeling very well, so I'm wondering if maybe I should just put off these Venus launches until next week. I'm gonna go take Judy pooping. Man, yeah, poop sounds like a pretty good idea. Venus Orbiter Mark II. We got 29 days. I feel like we should probably wait until... I know that takes 4 days to roll out. So we'll get within just a couple of days of the window here. $17, $16, $15, $14, $13, $12, $11, $10, $9, $8, $7, $6. Yeah, let's start the rollout here. Venus Orbiter Mark II. Begin your rollout. And Venus Flyby in our just-in-case basket. Oh, you take 5 days to roll out? Yeah, fine. You'll still be within the window. All right. And yeah, that's pretty much all our money. But man, we're raking in some science points, that's for sure. What are you doing, little? Mm-hmm. All right, we'll get one of these off the pad. I think we should... The flyby, we got a little margin on, so we'll probably launch that one first, so that we can be a little closer to the actual window with everything. Oh, hey, why is our alarm didn't get added? What's up with that?
Because you farted on it.
I did not fart on it.
I farted on Mama.
Not on me.
That was super rude.
That was a Papa.
Oh, jeez.
Did you tell him about the bumper cars?
You drove a bumper car?
Yeah.
At the place where Abby went.
Oh, yeah? Oh, man. Yeah, you got a little scratch on your face there, kiddo. Wow. You got checked, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what she had on.
I didn't even know how to control them.
Yeah. Typically, you use the steering wheel.
Well, they don't have a steering wheel. They have these joystick things.
Oh.
And then, like, they do if they got hit in the right spot, they do an uncontrolled spin. For like 5 seconds at a time. It was
Nice.
pretty awesome. I have a video I'll show you later.
No, definitely.
Sorry.
Hey,
You need to take her.
That's enough of that. Yeah, she's fine. All right. So we got what? 22 hours on the next rollout. Ah, man, that's pushing it close. Because yeah, 22 hours to roll out. That soaks up a day, and then we've got like a day of waiting for orientation. So I think honestly, we're gonna go ahead and get this one off the pad. It might be a day or so early on the window, but we'll figure it out. Go play, little bear. Hey, go grab two of those. No, no, I'm trapped. I'm trapped in my chair and I can't go anywhere. Perfect. Mm-hmm. Okay, loading screens, loading screens. Oh man. Sorry y'all, I might just fall asleep. Yeah, I think this launch and then I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. Sweet. We're here. Let's go align with the moon. Set as target. That can get put away. MechJeb, ascent guidance, please. Launch into plane of target. 5 hours. Awesome. So we're not that far off from the target. So if I remember correctly, we'll get a pretty good angle to just burn straight for Venus. Like we won't have to park orbit for too long. We can just go for broke. But so we'll probably get this into orbit. Maybe we'll get our TVI burn going. And I'll probably have to wrap it up there, y'all, because I pulled an all dayer. I did not get a nap. I feel I don't know. I also spent a few hours out in my 0-degree garage trying to get Lady Crash's handbrake to work. To no avail. Alright, all engines running, clamps off. We are finally skyward bound. Fingers crossed, everyone, for a flawless performance from our twin X405Hs. We're going to need it if this is going to succeed. So we do not have nearly as much margin. Well, I mean, we do on our transfer stage, but on all the getting to orbit stuff, not so much. Alright. So far, so good. I'm just kind of holding my breath that one of these booster engines doesn't fail. Because that would be extra tragic. All things considered. And I'm really wondering... Oh no, because I didn't strut harden the probe itself. Turn on auto struts or whatever. So I am super fearful of using physics warp on this right now. Sorry. Okay. Not bad. 56 seconds to booster SEP. Do have a stop at stage 4 in effect, which I believe is before EFT SEP, so maybe we'll just do that part manually. No, stop at stage 4 should be EFT SEP. Stage 3 is our transfer stage. 20 more minutes. It's okay.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, everyone. Lady Crash just came in and told me that she put Burt's Bees on by accident and it burns real bad.
You told them what I did?
I did tell them what you did.
Oh god, it hurts so bad. It's like putting icy hot in an open wound. It's...
That is Papa.
She said it's spicy. I should have known better.
Should have known better.
Even Baby Crash knows better.
It is spicy.
You should have done that.
I know.
Get out of here, dude. Get out of here.
Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. Alright, 5 seconds to booster SEP. Excellent. Sorry, the look on her face is cracking me up. Alright, boosters clearing away. And we have an appropriately staged fairing SEP this time, thankfully. We'll just see if the Hoff lets us do the rest of our staging somewhat normally. You know what, I'm going to chance it and use some Fizz Warp. Maybe we just do a very light Fizz Warp, right? Alright, at least right up until Miko. Then we'll pop it back into normal speed, because we just don't want things to go wonky. But yeah, that's where we... I'm hoping we got our X405H failure out of the way with our previous mission. That would be, you know, better or something. I really don't know why our... No, fairings up. Tink! Clearing away. Sweet. None of the panels broke. That's even better. Really wonder why our maneuver node for our lunar mission didn't get transferred over. I was real proud of that. I have to go back and... Oh, it should show up in the tracking station, so maybe we can try to put the alarm back in from there, but I wonder if it's gonna... I mean, you know, like, yeah, there it is. No, that's on alarm clock, not Kerbal alarm clock. Great. I'm scared to do... Oh, I can edit or switch next, but I can't, like, export. I don't know what that button does, and it doesn't have a help text, so good for me. I set an alarm, but... Why is it still 71 days? No, it's 41 days. I just misread it. Oh! Out of Fizz Warp. Ah, thank God. Good light on both 405s. Knowledge ring is clearing away, and we are in push to orbit. Alright. And it should stage our EFT, because stage 4 is our last functional stage on this, so fingers crossed, y'all. In the stock alarm button, I too like to live dangerously. I didn't know there was a stock alarm button, but now that I do, I just saw the alarm clock and assumed, ah, Kerbal alarm clock is over here now. Because I'm a boomer. So, yeah, good for me, right? I need to somehow... Well, I guess I can do it through tracking station, where it will show the alarm, and then I can add the alarm to Kerbal alarm clock to make sure that I don't screw that up. Without the visual representation there on Kerbal alarm clock, I'm the same creator, so you're not super wrong. Just, you know, It's just not what I'm used to, and therefore I will have no idea how to operate it, because I am old and resistant to change. New things scare me. Alright. 5, 4, 3. Let's see if Hasselhoff wants to let go this time. Staging. Ah, thank God. Clearing away with only minor bits of wiggleness. And we are pushing the rest of the way to orbit. Minute 25 left on this run. Or left on these engines. We got about 60 seconds left to burn before we hit orbit. Thank goodness. Oh man, thank goodness. The 405s seem to have cooperated with us today. Which is, nice. You know, I'm glad we got their error out of the way at a place where we could do something about it. So, alright, yeah, looks like we're coming up on having lots and lots of excess margin. 3 seconds left to burn on this stage before orbital insertion. There's our camera change, and engines off at 180 by 179. Sweet. Alright, let's put away ascent guidance, open up our map, and select Venus. Set as target. What's our ASAP? Is any time now for 3.582. Sounds good. Create node. Boom, in 13 minutes. Excellent. All right. RCS to arm, throttle to 0, stage it. Let's make sure we pull cleanly away. And execute next node, please. 13 minutes, yeah. Very low parking orbit time, which is fantastic. We can go straight on through, and then once we have this on ejection, we can switch back. And I'm not going to launch the other one today. Once we have this on ejection, we might clean it up a little bit if it doesn't take too long. But we got to get that other flight out the door. So that's probably where I'll wrap up the stream. I need to eat, I need to warm up, and I need to take a nap. Although it's late enough now where if I take a nap, it's just going to end up being until tomorrow. Man, everything is real heavy right now. Alright, as long as this 0105 or 0109 doesn't fail us, I think we'll be in pretty good shape here. You gonna time warp for us there, Mekta? There you go, buddy. The sleeve tank, when you assemble it, do you have to stack it up and then use the offset tool to make them fit together properly? Yes. Most drop tanks are just egregious misuse of the offset tool. Alright, solid light on the 0109, and we, hopefully, for the first time in this space program, are going interplanetary. How cool is that? Fingers crossed, eh? I mean, as long as the hitboxes aren't clipping, it's fair game. You know, that's how I see it too. It's just our flag decal is clipping. Because the, I don't know, the thickness of it needs to be enough to wrap fully around for as large as it is, which creates a depth that is deeper than the external tank itself, so the back of the flag clips into the inner tank. Like, if the flag weren't there, the thing would separate cleanly every time. Almost guaranteed. Okay. So yeah, let's fizz warp this burn. At least a little bit, at least until we deploy our party balloons. Oh, and we'll pop out a Fizz Warp and hopefully clean the rest of this up. And I'm thinking we should have enough RCS to hopefully touch up our intercept on this alone. Although it really depends on how accurate MechJeb is on the shutdown. You know, remains to be seen in its entirety. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Ding. Balloons away. Are we that off balance where we need a constant input? Oh gosh, did I balance this against the... Oh no. Oh no. I forgot to check the COM against the thrust for this probe, and it may be massively off balance. And judging by our current thruster pitch inputs, thinking that maybe that's exactly... Oh, whoa. Wookie, why would you do that to me? There's our camera change. We are officially leaving Earth's SOI. 100 and some odd meters per second. We're going to have to get ready on the abort button here so this doesn't go 1 meter per second. Abort kill rotation. Let's see what we bought, shall we? Yeah. Focus view. Wow, would you look at that? We're actually going to go there. We'll just back this up by a bunch, about 1 meter per second or so. Hopefully we won't be too far off from this vector. That's actually pretty nice. We would like to come in pretty polar like that. Give us a nice way to, I don't know, cartographize the entire cloud layer as best we can. So yeah, I'm just holding the N key until I can't hold the N key anymore, and then we'll stage and realize that our decoupler is going to give us a bunch more ejection than we actually want, and we'll have to plot a mid-course, but we're going to plot a mid-course anyway to deal with some of this angle. I'd like to come in a lot lower if possible, you know what I mean? Okay, we'll just we'll leave it at that. Dunk. Let's zoom back out here and we'll set up our, well, let's stage and then set up our next node, shall we? So RCS to, yeah, RCS to ARM. Throttle is zeroed, and let's go ahead and stage it. Katunk. Yep. Vessel avionics is locked. Let's go ahead and solve that. And we will deactivate these engines because we do not want them active currently. What did that do to us? Not very much, really, but we can tap the N key a little bit to try to drag some of that back. Let's go plot our mid-course, and then we'll figure the rest of this out. Alright, so, 90 degrees offset, add maneuver. It's in 102 days. Fine. Should have told it to go point at the sun first, but... much better. 31 meters per second gets us, yeah, and they're pretty good. We can come in a lot lower than that. Should we choose? I hope we have 31 meters per second on RCS alone. That would be in the atmosphere. Yeah, 609. That seems fair-ish, and honestly, we can take out a little bit of that. I mean, that wasn't even, I don't know, worth considering, was it? Not making it go up by much. Okay, fine. 189, that's a nice... Still have never gone interplanetary, even in stock. Wookie, seriously. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of fun to be had in LKO. Alright, let's get this thing deployed. Extend. Extend. And let's hope that the balance isn't so far off that I completely shot this mission in the face. Lord knows I totally will. Advanced. Sun. Up. And execute. And let's use the correct tool to add an alarm. Nope, that would be the incorrect alarm adding tool. Add alarm for maneuver node. 102 days, 19 hours. You should give me 10 minutes of lead, please. Add alarm. Thank you very much. Ta-da! Looking pretty, where's the sun? You've got a lot of re-angling to do here, friend. I don't even think I can actually click on those HTP tanks. They're too close to that gamma engine. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Of course, you're going to pull HTP from the main tank and only helium from those tanks. Fine. Be that way. We have one of these running. Oh, it is running. That's certainly not a waste of resources. Not even one little bit. Go ahead and boot some of these up. I'm pretty sure the closer we get down there, the better off we will be. Running. Did I leave all of you running? No, not pressure scan. Obviously. You're good to go. You also should probably wait. Micrometeor, right? Yeah, waiting also. You're one of the new ones, but you're also running. Why did I don't know. I do weird things with scientific experiments sometimes, but 25 days. We'll go ahead and boot you up too. Why not? Why not? Just making sure everything's in the clear. And we're doing the best we can. How are we looking on electric charge? 141 watts. Excellent. As soon as this is done angling into the sun, we'll just enjoy the view for a second or two. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up a little bit early, y'all, as mentioned previously. I guess I'll just let this even out somewhat. We'll enjoy the view for the time being, and we'll get the other one off the ground next week. I foresee no reason why I shouldn't be in my regularly scheduled streaming schedule. There will be a week in late February where I might miss one or two, but that's all I got coming up really. So, right on, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry I'm cutting it short. I need to rest, get my voice back, etc., etc. So I'm gonna run the outro. We're gonna find somebody else to raid. Who's out there currently? Jake in a boat. He's doing KSP 2. I'll figure it out. We'll find somebody to raid. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it, all of you. And yeah, so that's gonna do it for me. And I will see all of you in the next one. So until then, see you later.